So, let's go ahead and expand this. Let's go ahead and get, I'm trying to be a lot more prepared than usual. Okay, so, all right, so here we go. Let me go ahead and get these comments set. Da, da, da. All right. All right, so here we are, guys. We are here with our live reading with PsychicElements.com. It is nice to see you guys again. I apologize. I'm currently just just making sure that we have comments available. Here we go. That we have comments available on our hey, hey Tiana. Hi Shay. Let's see, is anybody else here going on? All right. Um so we're here. We're here for our live reading session. So a few housekeeping things. Number one, we are going to, just because there might be a lot of people who try to, or who would like a reading. So I prefer to answer one question just to give everybody else a chance to get a reading. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends, your family members, anybody who you think might actually need a reading. Let's see, let me turn this light up a little bit. So anybody who you think might need a reading, go ahead and share this video so that we can all be live. And, okay, so yes, Tiana, we are going to, hi Rachel. Yeah, so you just leave a comment and I'm going to answer your questions here live. If by chance you don't get your, well, even if you do, if you want to get a longer reading, go ahead and call PsychicElements.com at 1-800, sorry, not 1-800, sorry, 1-888-777-1393. Or you can book a psychic through the website, which is PsychicElements.com. All right, hold on. What is, okay, okay, Tiana, I do see you. It says, yeah, I do see you. I just don't see your question. So yeah, so go ahead and leave a comment in the comment box with your question. I'll go ahead and answer it. I'm trying to think, what else do we have going on? Oh, we have promos. We have promos. We always have promos. So, go ahead, call us. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right, so first question up on the docket here, we have Shay. And Shay wants to know what is Adami's real intentions towards you. Okay, so all right. Okay, and Michelle, afterwards we'll get to your question. Okay, so Tiana wants to know what is not Tiana, sorry. Shay wants to know what Adami's real intentions are towards them. I don't know your proper pronouns, so I don't want to. I don't want to say she or anyway. So here we go. All right. Okay. So as far as Adami's intentions towards you, we start off with uh the three of cups in reverse. I don't know if you can see that. The three of cups in reverse. Then we have the star card in reverse. Don't know if you can see that. And then we have the 9 of cups. There's a lot going on in his head, or their head. There's a lot going on in their head. Um, part of them wants to sort of play the field. So part of them wants to um, sort of be in these situationships with people, to have their options open. We have the Star card in reverse, which is indicating to me that they internally would like to see a future, would like to actually, be with someone. But I also feel like the Nine of Cups in reverse tells me they also might have other focuses happening right now, which might have to do with career, and they don't quite feel ready for a stable commitment. And so, if that helps, um, this would be a road, basically. This would be a road. This would be a um, a point of growth for them. And so, I don't know if they necessarily have been down this road before that you want particularly. So just, whatever that means, it's not really giving you yet a negative or necessarily an extreme positive. It's just saying that right now they're it's not unsure necessarily. It's just they don't necessarily feel ready for the sort of commitment that would be traditionally sought after. So um, anyway, I hope that helps. Let's see. Let's go ahead and uh, Michelle. Is my grandson going to be okay? All right, and I see the messages from Tiana. I also see Rachel and Hannah. So I will get to you guys as soon as possible. But first, we're going to get to Michelle. So Michelle wants to know if her grandson's going to be okay. Okay. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm Psychic Ellium. I don't know if I forgot to mention that. I'm Psychic Ellium, so we know who we're talking to. You probably saw it in the title anyway, but I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Um, if you're just joining here, uh, feel free to share this video. We are doing live readings right now. If you have a question, go ahead and comment in the comment section. Okay, so I have for your grandson, Michelle, I have the Ten of Wands. I have the Four of Cups here, and I also have the Strength card. Okay. To answer your question, yes, your grandson's going to be okay. Your grandson is currently going through a series of tests. These are tests that he's going through right now. Um, Life has sort of offered him some growth points, some ways of which he's going to have to be creative and how he is able to manage his situation. We have the Strength card, and so the Strength card is the card that's telling me, yeah, he's definitely going to be okay, but it is going to be managing certain elements. It's going to be a certain amount of prudence, a certain amount of discipline that is required of your grandson right now. Sorry. I feel like he's definitely going to be able to manage that. And I definitely think that the help from his family members is definitely helping to carry him through this period. But he is going through a series of tests right now. So, um, d- d- yeah, yeah, he is going through a series of tests right now. Let's see. Okay, so I hope that helps. Um, let's see. So we are going to go to Tiana. So Tiana is confused about their love life. All right. So let's go ahead and shuffle for Tiana. Hi, everybody. If you just joined, I'm Psychic Ellium. This is Psychic Elements. If you would like a full reading, other than just my live reading here, go ahead and hit us up at 888-777-1393. Also, you can find a wonderful psychic, like myself, on PsychicElements.com. We always have promos going on, so feel free to do that. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends and your family members. Okay, so Tiana, as far as your love life is concerned, so we have the Four of Rods here. Let me try to back this up a little bit so you can kind of see it. We also have the Strength card in reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups. So what I'm seeing or what I'm feeling here is that there is an element of um, where you want to go is not necessarily where you're getting to. We have the Four of Rods, which is the celebration card, which is the marriage card. But we also have the Strength in reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like maybe there is some sort of like um, either an overthinking of relationships once they kind of come in. This could also be patterns of things feeling really stuck, once you get to a certain place and not really knowing where to go. And so sometimes we'd rather just kind of run. Because the Strength card in reverse is the maiden with the lion. And if she was right side up, she's managing the lion. I can't see that. But because she's upside down, I'm thinking, this is one of the situations where, at a certain point, it's like maybe giving up too easy, or maybe people giving up on us too easy, or seeing elements that aren't necessarily quite healed yet enough to get to where you want to go. Um, uh, yeah, we have the Nine of Cups, so it's almost kind of working backwards a bit. It's like it is it is seeing the vision. What I'm also getting is you're seeing a vision of things and where they have to go, but maybe not being specific enough as to how you want to get there, or who the people are that you are kind of involved with. So I would just watch out for a little bit of self-sabotage energy, and self-sabotage can come in many forms. So I hope that helps. If you want a longer reading, like I said, go ahead and hit up one of our amazing psychics. So, okay, so here we have, okay, so Tiana, I hope that helped. Let's go to Rachel. All right, Rachel, can I recover from addiction? Okay, so thank you very much, everybody who has posted their questions. Let's see. If you're new here and you have a question, just go ahead and pop it into the chat box here, and I will get to you as soon as possible. Okay. All right. So Rachel wants to know if they will ever recover from addiction. Okay. All right. So the answer to your question, okay, so let me just kind of go over this real quick. We have the uh, Nine of Cups in reverse. We have the Six of Cups here, and then we have the Tower card in reverse, okay? The bottom of the deck, which I think is actually quite important here, is we have the Hierophant in reverse. A lot of times what we're trying to deal with, or we're trying to manage in an addictive environment, or an addictive place, is we're trying to manage feelings and emotions that we didn't quite deal with from our past, especially our childhood. That comes up for me in the Six of Cups. It's almost somehow better to soothe or to self-soothe um, with things like an addiction than it is to actually have to go back to those moments or those places that brought us to that point. Okay. Um, the Hierophant in reverse is telling me that there needs to be a sort of reconciling with oneself. There needs to be a better connection with your divine source, or God, or self, or whatever that is. But there needs to be a better connection with those sort of elements of oneself that helps us to feel grounded, stable, and whole. And so the answer is, I believe you can. Well, I know you can get through your addiction. You are going to have to face the things that perhaps you haven't faced in a really long time, and that are almost too scary to go back to. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. And like I said, feel free to get a reading from one of our amazing psychics at PsychicElements.com. If you're new here, I am Psychic Ellium. We're doing readings. Okay, so if I keep looking back, by the way, I'm going to actually just get my phone here. Because, let's see. Margaret says, I connected with an old flame from 30 years ago, and is there a future? Okay, so Margaret wants to know, uh, Margaret connected with an old flame from 30 years ago, wants to know if there is a future. Okay. Hello, everybody. I kind of changed my outfit. I noticed in the last two videos I was wearing something like the same top and things like that. So I decided today we're gonna change it up. So this shirt says you can't witch with us. Got this shirt from a friend. Can't. When you're on camera, everything's just kind of opposite. All right. Let's see. So Margaret, is there future? Okay. So we have the Six of Cups here. If you guys can see that, Six of Cups. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Two of Swords here. All right, so what's going on with you in the old flame? There are elements of which he is stuck, and he hasn't been able to move past a certain point in life, or in his own kind of emotional development. Um, I think from what I'm seeing, he goes for things, and he just kind of goes and he sees if things work. But if he's not 100% certain, he may not necessarily pursue it in the way that one would hope. There are some things too that you perhaps are hidden with the Two of Swords, hidden that you don't necessarily know about his life, and those things could be a bit of a deal breaker. There's a reason why he has not quite shared that with you yet. I feel like maybe intuitively on some level you know that there's something he hasn't quite been as clear about. So we also have the Devil card here. And so it's something that he is attached to. It could be that a particular relationship isn't quite over, as he kind of would mention or would say, or maybe there's just some sort of ties in his life that make it difficult for him to actually move into something stable. And so I would just kind of be aware of that. There are some sort of hidden elements here. Um, yeah. So um, that's at the current moment, as things are at the current moment, that's what's going on. Okay. So I hope that was helpful, Margaret. All right, so let's go down here. Let's see what we got. Um, okay, so Tite, I want to say Tite. Um, Tite wants to know, are is her and her ex-boyfriend going to get back together? Okay, and Angela, you are next. So if you are here, you are next. So Tite. All right, are you and your ex-boyfriend going to get back together? You and your ex-boyfriend going to get back together. Tite wants to know if her ex-boyfriend are going to get back together. Okay. Okay. So, to answer your question, yes, I do see you guys getting back together. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the Six of Cups here, and I see the Sun card. The Sun card is a card that indicates to me that you guys will get back together. In the um, sort of immediate present, I guess, we have the Ace of Cups. I feel that perhaps someone in the relationship, could be you or could be them, gave too much. Let me close this a little bit. It's a little chilly. I could get a jacket, but I thought it'd be too hot. Um, Someone felt like they gave too much within a relationship, and I feel like someone's kind of kind of emotionally bled out. That's what I'm getting, emotionally bled out. And so it's sort of about the rekindling, or the not the rekindling, the recuperation process emotionally that sort of needed to happen, and that could only happen through a separation. And so, whatever that means, maybe it's just that, someone needed to learn how to take better care of a relationship. Someone needed to learn not to take the relationship for granted. Someone also needed to learn that relationships require balance. And so I do see you guys getting back together with the Six of Cups, being sort of that past energy card that sort of comes back in. And the Sun card, which is really good for me. There are better times around the corner, So blessings to you and your relationship, and and that is fulfilling and joyful. If you are new here, I am Psychic Ellium. This is Psychic Elements. If you would like a full reading, go ahead and call us up, 888-777-1393. You can also get one of our amazing psychics, or book one of our amazing psychics on PsychicElements.com. There's tons of psychics there, and we also have promos. We have promos all the time. If you would like also, you can go ahead and share this video now with one of your friends or family members, and if you feel like a reading could definitely help them. It is the holidays, so share. By the way, happy Thanksgiving to all of those who celebrated. Um, let's see, who's next? We have Angela. Angela says, general reading, please. Okay, so general reading. And to all those who said thank you, because I do see some thank yous. I just haven't quite gotten all the way down yet, and I don't want to miss the other questions. You're very welcome. I hope this resonates and helps you and furthers your journey in a great way. Okay, general reading for Angela. Okay, so I got to be honest with you guys. When I do readings, some of the cards may not turn out completely positive. I am not, my integrity is important to me, so I'm not here to deliver false messages, or give, sort of false positivity. Also understanding the fact that, what comes up comes up. So, Angela, that being said, I just want to, okay, so we have the Page of Rods here, and we have the Three of Swords here, and we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. You're going to receive some news, or have received some news that wasn't particularly pleasant. I don't necessarily think this has to do with relationship. I think there was something you were particularly waiting on, an opportunity perhaps that you were waiting on that didn't quite work out as expected. It could be relationships. I feel that it was something else. Um, I feel that if this is a medical situation, that you are the person who you have received this news from is actually going to be fine. But I feel like there's going to be a period of time in which people are going to be unsure and be worried about sort of the outcome of things. You need to trust. You need to trust. You need to trust right now that everything is in the hands of the universe, the divine earth, Gaia, um, and that you know, this sort of time has its elements of things that sort of were perhaps even destined to happen or need to happen right now. So just letting you know, um, everything's going to be fine. Because I have the Nine of Swords in reverse. That is the, you're worried, but everything's gonna be okay card. But yes, there was news or is news that's going to come that's not going to be particularly pleasant, and you have to navigate. You know, so I send you blessings, on your way, and if you need more clarity, go ahead and hit us up. So, Angela, I hope that was helpful. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, right. Uh, Michelle, you're welcome. Let's see. Uh, okay. Let's see. Who else do we have? Um, thank you, Margaret. Let's see. Hannah. I'm in love with a man who has been my friend for years. Do you see us getting together? Okay. Hannah wants to know. Uh, Hannah has been in love with a friend and wants to know if you guys will get together. Okay, Hannah, let's do this. Okay. Um, Hannah. All right. Hannah wants to know if you guys will be getting together. Okay. All right. So we have the Nine of Swords here. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Pentacles here, um, and we also have the Eight of Rods. I feel like this friend that you've been dealing with, either your friend you're dealing with or it could be you, someone has a lot going on in their life right now. And I feel like the most kind of the way the path is going to lead at this moment is going to be through um, allowing being that supportive person. And I feel like, yes, you guys are going to be able to make it to be past more than friends. At this moment, though, however, someone is focused more on their own stability. There's some things that are happening in their life that's really, there's a lot of shifts happening in their life right now. And so, sometimes we have to gauge between being a friend and being a lover, being in a relationship. Um, and so there is possibility for you to be in a relationship. But I would say that right now, the best thing you can do if you don't want to kind of push this person too far, um, just kind of stay in the friend energy right now because or rather they need to with you. Because there is something happening in their life in regards to stability that's causing a lot of worry and stress in their life right now. So that's what came out. I hope that helps. Um, okay, so all right, so let's move on. Let's see. Uh, Venice, hey, how are you? Uh, we're here again. Okay. Any advice on love? Was talking to a guy named Brandon. Suddenly, nothing now. Okay. If you guys are new here, if you're new watching this, go ahead, share this video. Maybe you have a friend or a family member who could benefit from this reading, or from getting a live reading. Also, I am Psychic Ellium. This is Psychic Elements. If you would like to get a reading from one of our amazing psychics, go ahead and hit us up on psychicelements.com or 888-777-1393. You can talk to me or another amazing psychics. They have promos all the time. And if you're just watching this, just go ahead and pop down a question below and I will get to you as soon as possible, okay? All right. So, What's the um oh, thank you. I'm glad I'm glad that hope that helps you. Okay. Denise. Oh, thank you. I'm doing well. Happy Thanksgiving to you. All right. So, we're going to talk about Brandon. What's going on with Brandon? All right. All right. Okay. Brandon is not well right now. We have the Five of Pentacles, and if you see that this person has a bandage wrapped around their head, um, he could suffer from anxiety or depression, and especially with the times that we're in right now, a lot of times when these are different times. This isn't like the normal times where you're able to date somebody and then everything was fine. We have friends and family members that are getting sick right now. We have the instability of our economic situation. There's a lot going on right now, and so I would just be right now a little bit patient when it comes to the situation with Brandon, because I do have the Knight of wands here. Don't know if you can see that. And I have the Two of Cups. And so the Knight of Wands and the Two of Cups, you are going to hear from him. And it is going to sort of, if you can be, I think support is a big word right now, but if you can kind of not kind of do what he would expect to be done in this sort of like, okay, so what happened to you? Sort of like, have a little bit more compassion for the fact that there is a lot going on right now in the world. And, not everybody can always handle things as they normally would, um, especially mentally. And right now, he is not mentally well. And so I feel like the retreat that you're sort of feeling, or the sort of pushback that you're feeling right now, has more so to do with that than anything to do particularly with you in any kind of personal way. But there's a lot going on right now. So just to kind of give you a little bit of advice, it's not to take, our mom said never take wooden nickels from anybody. It's not to take quote unquote wooden nickels. It is literally just to kind of realize the situation that we're in. And men also have emotions, and they can be quite emotional as well, especially when you know things don't feel certain or solid. So just kind of be aware of that. All right. So um oh, okay. All right. So, Denise, I hope that was helpful. All right. So Deanna would like a reading. We have Antoinette. Um, okay. Angela, I just saw your message. You know, feel free to rewind. Feel free to go back on the this video is going to be up. Feel free to rewind and go back and look at the reading. I did do a general reading for you because that's what I saw first. I'm only doing right now because of time and constraints and other people wanting readings. I am doing one question, but also feel free to contact PsychicElements.com and get a full reading, about your love situation. So I hope the information I gave you was helpful. It seemed more of like a future thing that might be happening. So look at that, or not look at that. Sorry, I can't think right now. Um, it felt like a little bit more of a future situation that might be happening, if not currently, but it was a general, because that's what the thing you typed in first. Okay, so Deanna, may I have a reading? Okay, Deanna, just go ahead and type in your question, and I will go ahead and get to that. Let's see, Antoinette. Antoinette would like to Antoinette would like to know, is money coming? Okay, so Antoinette would like to know if there is money coming. Antoinette would like to know if money is coming. Okay. Antoinette, thank you for your question, first of all. Okay, so here's the thing. Sometimes in our pursuit of stability, of money, sometimes our anxieties can get in the way. Sometimes um, our sort of desperation can create sort of a sabotage energy. It's not saying that you are responsible for the reasons why perhaps money isn't necessarily coming um, or as quickly as you'd like. It is basically saying that sometimes instead of doing, we need to learn how to sit a bit and recollect ourselves so that we can actually focus. I know a lot of times when I have anxiety about certain things, be it money, be it stability, things like that. I know that I can kind of spin out in these sort of ancient, anxious ways, anxious ways, and it is not. It's by collectively pulling myself together that I'm able to think of more creative ways to move forward. I'm able to think of different ways of which I can get my needs met. So all that to say, yes, money is coming, but right now you're not being asked to do and sort of do things in desperation and sort of like, you know, kind of fight and claw your way. You're being asked to sort of pull all your energy in and focus. Okay? Focus on where you're going. Focus on what you would like, in the future, and also, focus on maybe are there creative ways of which you can use your gifts or talents um, in order to help you through this very difficult period. So I hope that's helpful for you. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, Deanna. Um, Okay. Oh, so you're welcome, Antoinette, and I hope that was helpful for you. Like I said, because of time constraints, and a lot of times people don't get a chance to get their question answered. I am answering, one question at a time here, and if by chance I do, have a lull in time, and or we have more time, then I'll go ahead and go back and answer some other questions. But for now, we're just doing one question at a time. So looks like we have Deanna. Deanna would like a general reading. Okay. I am Psychic Ellium. This is Psychic Elements. Feel free to share this video. Looks like we've got about 20 more minutes left on this live. So share with your friends and family members. Maybe there is a friend who had some questions who really needs some sort of answers. So go ahead and share with them. Let's see. You know, I do these on Wednesdays. We usually have a post that will tell you when this is happening, and so always feel free to share that post. Also, feel free to like get a group of guys of you together and everybody kind of come together and do like a group watching thing. Okay, so Deanna would like a general reading. Okay, so we have the Sun card here. We have the Strength card in reverse, and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm hearing is the song Don't Rain on My Parade. I feel that perhaps for you personally, in your space, things are probably doing okay. they're not necessarily too bad. But I do have the strength card in reverse, and I feel like sometimes the people's energies can rub on you a little bit, and so be careful of the connections that you have. Be careful of people that you're kind of interacting with. Um, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, so maybe this could be a father figure, this could be the person you're in a relationship with, but it looks like. Um, it looks like there's someone in your life of sort of male figure um, that is dealing with some issues in regards to stability. And I feel like that might be kind of rubbing off on you a bit, either because they rely on you to sort of be emotionally available to them, or because of the fact that they talk so much about it and you want to listen, you want to be there, and you want to be as uh, helpful as possible, but sometimes our help is sort of enabling. So just kind of be aware of that. Maybe also look if you have a tendency to be enabling in some way towards people that you care and love about, which is normal. But it's not. It's kind of like having children. Um, it's kind of like having children. If you enable them to do certain things, they never learn the lessons, and sometimes they become spoiled through that process. So just kind of something to look at. Okay. I hope that was helpful. All right. So let's see. So Deanna, there we go. Amy, is there anything my brother that past have anything? Oh, okay. Does your brother have anything to say to you? Okay. Amy, I am really deeply sorry about your brother passing. Um, I'm gonna pull some cards in the situation. Typically, uh, hmm, in sort of a rapid fire situation, like this one, like doing the comments with the elements. um, it's not as easy to sort of like tap in the way or connect in the way that I would like to with you. Um, but I will do my best to take that time out, and honor you and honor your brother. I'm really sorry, by the way. Mm. Okay, so um, all right, Amy. I hope this resonates with you. um, Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Um, what I have here is it looks like at a time that you guys were close, and that um, that perhaps something got in the way between you two. Something some sort of fighting um, happened. Some sort of maybe a disagreement happened. Um, and it doesn't necessarily mean he died with you guys having this disagreement, but there was a disagreement that sort of happened. Um, and and the ace of rods to me would indicate that um, hmm, I don't know. I'm kind of sensing also that maybe there was some advice that you had given him that was really helpful, and sort of on some level there was some advice that wasn't taken, that probably could have been really beneficial to him. Um, Anyway, I'm trying to just tap in too deeply into this right now, just because of the fact, like I said, this is a kind of a rapid fire type of situation, and I would want to honor you and your brother in a kind of more private way. So, just kind of, if you would like a private reading, on this, go ahead and book a session with me, because so it's a lot going on here. But anyway, we have the Ace of Rods. I feel like his hand is going to be helping you in some sort of his hand's going to be around and helping you um, with some sort of new opportunity or new idea, or maybe you guys are thinking about something, like there was an encouragement to do something that he's going to kind of like help you from the other side with. Um, uh, Something I believe having to do with working, I don't know, working with hands. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Like I said, it's because this whole rapid fire situation, it's really difficult to just kind of, connect in a more mediumship way. But if you would like, yeah, if you would like a reading, go ahead and hit me up. So anyway, da, da, da. All right, so let's see. We have 11 people on here. Let me just kind of see. All right. Well, it looks like, see, we have about 15 minutes left. If you've just arrived, go ahead and leave a comment down below with your question, and I will go ahead and answer it as soon as possible. Sorry, I am Psychic Ellium. This is Psychic Elements. Um, and and yeah, let's see. What do we got going on here? All right. It looks like we are a little, we looks like our oh, okay. Mm. Okay. This is so funny. We're getting a lot more like mediumship questions, which is interesting because like I said, you know, mediumship is really different. On a platform like this, it's kind of like I feel a little bit like it feels a little bit weird. But I am going to do my best. Let's see. Mm, okay. Hi, Kathy. If you've just arrived, if you have a question, go ahead and pop it down below. Um, all right, Antoinette. You want to know if your mother has a message for you? Mm, okay. I'm just connecting to your energy, and as I'm connecting to, as I'm connecting to her energy, I see a lot of light. To be honest, um, she's smiling. Um, mm, I see a lot of light. She's smiling at you in sort of an encouraging way, that kind of way of which um, I'm seeing like a woman like put her arms around like a child and really really proud and saying like you did it. I don't know what that alludes. I don't know if that has to do with um, some sort of personal graduation is what I'm kind of seeing. That she's very kind of, there's a really warm sort of feeling that kind of comes up. Um, but the image that I'm getting is more of a mother with a child. Um, so there is this sort of element of the way of which she is perhaps seeing you from the other side, or connects with you, is more of how, I don't know how you guys' relationship was in the later years, but the way of which she's connecting to you in the spirit realm a is more in a child, a parent, a proud parent of a, you know 10 or 12 year old child who has just accomplished something, maybe getting some sort of championship, a reward of some sort. So anyway, if you would like a full reading, I'm going to release that energy. Thank you very much for coming through. If you would like a kind of a fuller kind of mediumship reading, then yeah, go ahead and hit me up on Psychic Elements, and I will do that for you. Um, okay. You're welcome, Amy. Okay, so Jiban. Jiban, I hope I'm saying that correctly. So, is Carolyn going to study in the University of Delhi? Okay, so is Carolyn going to study at the University of Delhi? Is Carolyn going to study at the University of Delhi? Jiban wants to know. I really hope that um, I'm getting chills right now. I hope that resonated with you, Antoinette. And and yeah, yeah. Okay, so back to Javon. Um, looks like Carolyn is just trying to get her life. The Empress card here. Um, we have the King of Pentacles, and we also have the Fool card. You know, it is actually time for both of you to do your own individual growth. You know, and while she's focusing on her on being uh, more of herself and being able to express herself in a way of which makes her feel more stable within her own body, her own initiatory process. You also have to undergo your own initiatory process. You know, when it comes to stability, I feel like you guys will come back together, but um, it definitely is going to be a process of her doing what she feels she needs to do to feel more embodied in her being. So yes, I do see her going to the university. But there's nothing to worry about. I feel like you guys are going to stay connected. Okay, so anyway, I hope that helps. Let's see who is next. Okay. Um, all right, looks like we have about 8 more minutes. Um, I feel like I have 8 more minutes. Yeah. Well, since we have a little bit more time, yeah, Antoinette, when I was kind of in this space, um, with with I never met your mother, but I assume is your mother. Um, yeah, how she saw you was it was definitely kind of an element of support of being proud of being a bit of warmth. It was an amazing sort of warmth. Um, So yeah, like I said, um, okay. Looks like okay. We have a new notice here that I will read to you guys. Thank you for your support. If you would like to, if you'd like to be notified as to when these happen, then go ahead and join our group here. All right. So it looks like Hannah look into here. 5 time. Um, may FF7 maybe about my job. Do you see it? Okay, so Hannah wants to know about their job. We have a little bit more time, so Hannah would like to know about her job. Okay, Hannah would like to know about her job. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Hannah would like to know about her job. Let's see. All right, I'm seeing some. Okay. Okay, so um, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Swords in reverse, and we have the Knight of Cups. Um, Simply what I'm saying is there is something perhaps that you would like to do that requires either somewhere that you'd like to do, or a promotion that only requires through it only comes through a little bit more training. But the training required is like almost like school,